Former rebels controlling Bangui drove through the capital Thursday after the heaviest clashes there in months. Local resident Thierry Bondobo says he just learned that one of his brothers had been killed.
I arrived at La Kawanga, and my little brother, who was here, confirmed to me that our brother has been killed. His body is presently lying on the ground at Camp Kasai. They told us early on that it was the Anti-Balaka or maybe the Zlatica, but we don't really know which is true. We're trying to collect his body, but they won't let us.
A movement allied to former President François Bozizi claimed responsibility for attacks around the capital, which was taken over by Muslim groups known as Seleka earlier this year. The group, made up mostly of former rebels, has been blamed for a surge in murders, rapes, robberies and auto thefts. Thursday's shooting left many Bangui residents in fear.
Too much shooting. Too much shooting.
The UN Security Council Thursday approved a resolution that authorizes an arms embargo on the CAR and deploys an African Union-led stabilization force of about 3,600 troops there. Soon after, French President François Hollande announced that his country will act without delay to double the size of its troops in the African nation.
Vu l'urgence, j'ai décidé d'agir immédiatement.
Given the urgency, I have decided to act immediately, in other words, this evening, in coordination with the Africans and with the support of our European partners. 600 soldiers are already on site. This number will be doubled in the next few days, or even in the next few hours. France doesn't have any other goal than to save human life.
The U.S. ambassador to the United Nations, Samantha Power, called reports of brutality against civilians in the CAR deeply disturbing.
It is clear that urgent action is required to save lives. These are the harrowing facts that this Security Council has deliberated in considering how best to move out in saving lives and how best to address the country's immediate needs as quickly as possible. Achieving these goals requires a credible military force with a robust mandate to engage in peace enforcement activities. Today's resolution gives us that.
The former French colony has endured decades of instability since winning independence in 1960. Hundreds of thousands of people have fled their homes in recent months during clashes between Muslim militants and Christian militias. International aid workers say their access is blocked to many civilians living in desperate conditions in forests far from their homes. Zlatica Hoke, VOA News, Washington.